Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today I have got wonderful news, and that wonderful news is that Pokemon is running an illustration contest. This is the third year that Pokemon have run an illustration contest, and the really amazing news is that it is finally open outside of Japan. The last two times this has run, it has been a Japan-only competition. That is not the case here, but it is still US and Japan. And I know that's really sad. It is still just US and Japan. And I know that's rubbish, and I'm sorry, but considering that the last two times it was Japan only, I'm finding it very difficult to start moaning about the fact that they've opened it up to the US but not to other countries. Yes, obviously I would love it if it was European. I would submit an entry. And I am a terrible artist. You guys don't know this. You don't see the examples of my artwork on this channel because I am a terrible artist. And that's not me saying I'm a terrible artist like, you know, that classic British self-deprecation. I am a legitimately terrible artist. My art teacher at school was pretty embarrassed by me. But I would put in an entry just on the off chance that I hit some kind of, I don't know what the word is, Fred, nerve, call it what you will, that the judges appreciated. I wouldn't win, and I don't even care. I'm not an artist. I would want to enter. But the fact of the matter is they have expanded it from before, and this can only be a good thing. So, what do they say? Make art, compete in the Pokémon TCG Illustration Contest 2022. Draw the daily life of a Pokémon for a chance to win cash prizes and have your art made into a Pokémon TCG promo card. Artists who have dreamed of illustrating their very own Pokémon TCG card can now compete for the opportunity to make it happen. The Pokémon TCG Illustration Contest 2022 offers artists residing in Japan and the United States an opportunity to share their talent and passion for Pokémon by exploring the daily life of a Pokémon in art. To participate, choose from 8 different Pokémon, capture your chosen Pokémon living out a normal day in its life, and submit your artwork between these dates. Each artist can submit up to 3 illustrations, either depicting the same Pokemon or different Pokemon, from the approved list for each image. Winning artists will be announced in June 2022. And the prizes are a grand prize winner of $5,000 and a promo card, 2 first runner-ups, 1 from the US, 1 from Japan, $3,000 and a promo card, 2 second runner-ups that give a $1,000 prize, and 15 judge award selections that give a $500 prize. Okay, for those of you paying attention to the promo cards, that means 3 new promos, 1 grand prize winner that could be a US or Japanese contestant, and then 2 runners-up, 1 US, 1 Japanese. So 3 new promo cards to get a little bit excited about. And this sounds kind of awesome. Now at this stage you've probably got the same question I had. Wassy, you keep talking about these 8 Pokemon, which of the 8 are up for grabs? It is Bulbasaur, Charizard, Pikachu, Arcanine, Galarian Rapidash, Scizor, Greninja and Cramorant. There's a couple there that you kind of could have guessed. Charizard and Pikachu, and a few other weirder ones. I'm not entirely sure anyone would have guessed that Scizor would be high on that list, but it's just a selection of different Pokemon that will allow them to see a selection of different art styles. The kind of Pokemon aren't terribly important, honestly. It's just the cool art you can make from them. Now, of course, there is an important point, and it is a very important point. Just because you win does not mean you become an official illustrator of the Pokemon trading card game. There was a question, can I become an official Pokemon card illustrator if I win the grand prize in this contest? No, winning does not lead to becoming an official Pokemon trading card illustrator. However, we may contact certain contest participants to gauge interest in contributing to future illustrations for the Pokemon TCG. And obviously this is the case. Why would you not? If you're running an art contest for the Pokemon Company, as the Pokemon Company, surely that then gives you just a phenomenal pool of potential artists to draw from in the future. And I actually, in this video, don't have time to go through all the artists that participated in the previous competitions and were selected as official illustrators. There's too many. but I can give you a couple of examples. Now, the first one was actually won by a person who drew Gardevoir. It was won by Unishida, who drew this rather phenomenal Gardevoir artwork. And Yu has since gone on to draw, well, a bunch of different cards. You may well recognize the Sobble. Yeah, that really good one from Chilling Reign that everybody plays, because it's the best Sobble. Yeah, that was drawn by you. How about the Rockruff from the same set? Its artwork I am particularly fond of. That one's extremely cool. I could point you towards the alternate art of Sylveon V that came around in Evolving Skies. That's rather phenomenal artwork. It is actually one of the few alternate art cards I am actively trying to get my hands on, trade for, etc., because it is just a phenomenal piece of artwork. That is also a card that was drawn by this particular artist. The full art of Shauna, which has not actually been released over here yet, unfortunately. We don't know exactly when that's coming. Likely to be Fusion Strike, but unconfirmed. Also drawn by that particular artist. And there are a bunch. I'm not going to go through the entire list. Oh, actually, one more I do want to shout out. The Mew that is coming along in Celebrations is, again, has just got absolutely phenomenal artwork. That is another one that was drawn by this particular artist, and one which I think is fair to get particularly excited about. So that artist has become a regular. That is an artist who won the illustration contest and has since become a regular, drawing a bunch of cards. And again, when I say regular, I think I can make that claim because we've seen cards in Chilling Reign, cards in Evolving Skies, cards that are going to be in Fusion Strike, cards that are going to be in Celebrations. It's just out there, yeah? These are just cards that are out there, which is awesome, and we should all be very excited. The winner of the second art contest, however, was the Charizard. We haven't seen the same kind of success in terms of future gigs. Now, obviously, we've got the Charizard. The Charizard is amazing. But the only other art that Jiro Susumu actually did was contributing one of the Pikachu to Pikachu V-Union. Obviously, there are 25 different Pikachu on that V-Union. One of them was drawn by Jiro Susumu here. But that's the only other official artwork we've seen. Fun little fact, Unishida also contributed a Pikachu, so both of the illustration contest winners up till now did actually contribute to this Pikachu V-Union, which I find very interesting indeed. But the thing is, winning this art contest is not actually terribly important, as weird as that might sound, because there are a bunch of different artists who have not won, who have still gone on to be official illustrators. I have told you many, many times on this channel about my love for Okacheke, my new favourite artist who has done a whole bunch of cards, including, I don't know, the Psyduck from Evolving Skies is one that's awesome. The special art of Flareon that we haven't had yet is a phenomenal card. You might recognise the special art of Ice Rider Calyrex V from Chilling Reign. There are a bunch of cards, alright? There are a whole bunch of them that are amazing. Okacheke's done a bunch of cards. How did Okacheke get their start in the Pokemon trading card game? I mean, look, you're watching the video at this stage. You kind of know where I'm going with this. Okacheke was a contest in one of these art competitions and didn't win. Did contribute this Shelder and Slowpoke image, which, I mean, can you see why he's my favourite artist in the TCG? Look! It was one of the 50 finalists. And it's so good. But then we could go through just a bunch of others. Shout out to lovely Primal Lugia for my help with these ones. So how about Takayoa, who drew this Gardevoir, and then ended up doing cards including Hooper V, the Fusion Strike one. Or we could talk about artists like Nagomi Nijo, that illustrated Porygon 2, that was in Evolving Skies, after entering the contest with Ho-Oh. So there are a bunch, quite frankly. And what's really weird, and this is extremely cool, it's not actually just the TCG. So another one that Primal Lugia pointed out to me, we could take a little bit of a look at Marion Oe, who drew this Pikachu. which is extremely cool, and might look a little bit familiar, because actually those Eevee Heroes images from Eevee Heroes, shockingly, were drawn by the same artist in an extremely similar style. So what Pokemon actually did here was go, we love that Eevee, hang on a second, that Eevee would look amazing as just a run of products. So that special box that had the promo Espeon V Maxim, that had sleeves on the box and all of that artwork was actually drawn by this person who entered the art competition with this Eevee. Maybe the weirdest example, and Joe from Cerebi.net gets a shout out for this one, Momo Irone drew this amazing wishy-washy card and hasn't been actually brought in to draw any TCG cards, but has drawn the Tailo, Pelipper, Surskit, Azurill, and Wynaut Pokemon shirt patterns. Yep. Entered a TCG art contest, hasn't actually drawn any cards, but has drawn a bunch of the Pokemon shirt designs, which is amazing. My point here is that, yeah, fine, if you win the competition, you're going to get a promo card printed up, etc. Nobody really cares. Because like I've said, Jiro Susumu drew Charizard, and that got printed, but all they've done so far is contribute to the Pikachu V Union, which is still awesome, whereas somebody like Okacheke didn't win, but is now a regular artist who has been contributing cards to every set since they started doing art for the Pokemon TCG. So yes, this art competition is extremely cool, and yes, there are some cool prizes, but I think the important thing to realise here is it's not really just about the prizes, because there are a whole bunch here, a whole bunch of artists that didn't win, that have actually gone on to be regular TCG artists, and that's kind of my point here. No, winning the competition does not guarantee you a gig as a Pokemon TCG illustrator, but you know what? There are plenty of runners up for this competition that have gone on to be regular Pokemon TCG illustrators, and this is awesome, wonderful, brilliant, great news. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. My advice to you, if you live in Japan or you live in the US, if you have any kind of artistic skill whatsoever, might I suggest entering, because goodness gracious me, this is an opportunity, and we don't know if it's going to come back round again, so this seems like one you should jump on as fast as you possibly can. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know, well, which of the art I've shown you in this video are particularly cool, and I want to know if you're going to be entering, and I want to know which of those 8 Pokemon you would choose, or anything else you want to tell me about this, quite frankly. So go nuts in the comment section, would you? But be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.